What is up, friends? Let's gather around and talk about Leo rising, shall we? So if you have Leo rising or Leo in the first house, this video is for you. Stick around, hit subscribe, hit like, really helps other people see this video too. Alright, so with our rising sign, it is the cusp of the first house. So it is where your ascendant is. It is the constellation, the zodiac constellation that was rising in the east at the time you were born. Meaning that this energy is the energy that is rising within you. It doesn't necessarily mean it's energy that you feel full throttle like your sun sign, but this is energy that is rising up for you to learn about during this lifetime. If you have other Leo placements, this energy might be a lot easier for you to embody, but if you just have a Leo rising, it might be a little bit more challenging. So Leo energy is ruled by the sun, so automatically we know this is some big, bold, bright ass energy. When there is a person who shines really brightly, sometimes that can end up triggering other people's insecurities. Not only does Leo give off big, bold energy, they also give off sexual energy. So if there's a person just walking around giving off sexual energy, automatically that's going to trigger some insecurities in some people because, you know, if somebody's walking like with their partner and then you come along and you distract or get attention, then that person might be like, well, why are they looking at them? It's like, well, maybe just because they have a Leo rising, you know, maybe because their energy is so bright and so bold that it's hard to ignore. So it does become challenging though as a Leo rising to kind of manage that. And it's not necessarily even your responsibility to manage it, but just being aware of the overall situation and not doing things on purpose to cause more drama, which can definitely be something that Leo likes to do on occasion, especially if they're a little bit more immature. Yeah, Leo can definitely cause some drama just, you know, for the sake of it. Typically, Leo risings tend to be pretty outgoing, and if they're not, that usually means that they are lacking self-confidence in some type of way. These are even the people that can be a bit gregarious and like over the top and maybe might be an actor, again, with a drama. They usually have a big smile, bubbly personality. With Leo energy, they actually usually have pretty big hair too. Their mane of the lion is usually pretty long and attention grabbing. Leo rising is bold and confident when they are self-assured. If they are not, then they usually struggle with their ego a little bit and they might end up being a little bit too over the top just to try to gain attention and gain validation for who they are as a person. Because Leo really is all about the ego, but it's about developing a healthy sense of ego so that you don't just kind of terrorize everyone around you. Leo risings crave fun. If something's not fun, they really don't want to be there. They don't want to do it. They don't really see the point. So if you're ever in a situation or a relationship or job where you just like literally cannot have a good time, it's probably not going to work out for you. And the more you can incorporate fun into your routine, into your day, into your existence, the easier things are going to feel for you. And there's going to be, it's like, life is just going to be a little bit brighter for you if you only put yourself in situations where you know you can at least create fun of some sort. Leo is also very highly creative. When you have a Leo rising, your creativity can sometimes be expressed just through who you are as a person. So you might end up creating a lot of things for yourself versus for other people, which is okay. So I don't want you to think that, oh, you know, I have this Leo energy, I'm focused. With a Leo rising, meaning you have Leo in the first house, you are actually supposed to be a little bit more self-focused than, let's say, like a Libra rising. And the reason you have that Leo energy is so that you can build confidence within this lifetime in who you are as a person. So what are your talents? What are your abilities? What energy are you developing within yourself that can give you a healthier sense of self and not have to rely on other people's opinions of you and that external validation, and more so build that within yourself so you aren't just seeking it from others at all times. Leo rising tends to have a huge heart, which can, you know, get them into some situations because they have big feelings, they have big hearts, they have big souls, they want to share their light with other people, but not everybody else is comfortable with light, okay? So because Leo is the sun, they shine light onto things, no matter really where you have this Leo energy, but Leo rising specifically we're talking about now. So if you have that Leo energy, it's bright light. Some people prefer darkness, you know? Some people have secrets. Some people have things that they don't really want other people to shine light on. And Leo tends to shine light on those things, which can get very uncomfortable for those who just would really rather prefer the darkness and not have that light shown on them. Leo risings tend to have a lot of really important, impactful, defining experiences in like mid-teen life. That's generally where a lot of their identity gets formed. I mean, obviously, like as a kid and whatnot too, but Leo rising specifically as you're like coming into teenhood and moving into adulthood, that's when a lot of the things that, a lot of like the confidence things are going to come into play. So if you have a kid that is a Leo rising, just making sure that, you know, they are in a like sport program or art program or something that can help them build that self-confidence and sense of self so that they're not always looking to the other for it. Leo can be very generous. So in this lifetime though, with that Leo rising, you might need to be a little bit more generous with yourself. Leo technically is the royalty of the zodiac, so oftentimes you'll see a Leo rising in gold like jewelry or gold tones. And sometimes Leo rising or people with Leo placements were like royalty in a past life or something. So within this lifetime, if they don't get that royal treatment, they're kind of like, what? You know, they just like don't understand why people wouldn't treat them like they're elevated above the rest of humanity. But you know, that's maybe not this lifetime for you, and that's your lesson, which might be brutal, but here we are. Because Leo rising attracts attention of all kinds, you have to become very discerning with who you give your energy to, because you know, bright lights attract everything. They attract light, they attract dark, they attract weird, they attract cool. So it's up to you to decide, okay, like I have all these people around me now, like who do I want to invest my time and energy into? Who's worth it? Who's giving back to me? Who's helping my, I don't want to say ego, but who's helping me develop a healthy sense of identity, and who maybe is just kind of trying to leech off some of this energy that I have going for me with that Leo rising. The more challenging parts of Leo energy can be jealousy and possessiveness, but again, that usually comes when people are a little bit more insecure within that energy than if they have like a lot going for them. Because, you know, if you are in alignment with who you are as a person and you have confidence and like, okay, well, I've accomplished this before, I'm going to keep accomplishing things, versus like somebody who might be a little bit more, well, I don't know, or I'm, you know, not that sure of myself, then that can be where a lot of the insecurity creeps in. And so finding something that is in alignment with your interests is going to be really, really important for you, because Leo is so creative. You can literally create whatever you want, but again, it has to be in alignment with your interests. So try not to listen to other people's opinions for your path in life, Leo rising, because it is going to be very specific to you. And because you have Aquarius over there on the descendant, you will likely end up attracting some very interesting people that will allow you to see the world from a different point of view or different perspective. So when you do find those people, definitely, you know, be friends with them and learn from them, because they're going to learn from you too. Leo risings oftentimes also attract people that need more confidence. So you may actually end up attracting some pretty insecure people because they see you as somebody who is confident and they want to be that too. But you know, it's an internal thing. It's not necessarily something that somebody, I can't just be like, here, have some confidence. You know, I wish, Leo rising wishes that that could happen, but that's just not a thing. Usually Leo risings tend to have a pretty big friend group because they are very social. They do really like that social energy. But it's funny because everybody sees Leo as outgoing, but what they don't see is like the super lazy side of Leo. Leos are super lazy. They really, really are, and would prefer to just like nap for hours, honestly, and you know, eat food and chill. But I call it like energy conservation for when they really have to show out and, you know, put on their Leo show. That's essentially what's happening there. So Leo rising, I love you so much. Give this video a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and yeah, let me know about your Leo rising in the comments. Love you. Bye.